can't believe they did that. They could have at least given me some money. I'm starving. That's right, I didn't eat breakfast, did I? I could try to steal something. No, if I get caught, they'll contact my parents. What am I even saying? I wish they'd contact them. I wonder if I'll be able to get back. That's a long shot.
Hey, you there! Hey, are you listening? You hear me? I'm talking to you! My apologies. I didn't mean to startle you. You're a lost one, aren't you?
Lost one?
Uh-huh. You're from another world, right?
Hmm?
I could tell by the look of your clothing.
Oh.
And it seems like your broke butt could use a bit of pocket change.
Yeah, that's right.
Well then, lucky you! My name's Minnow. I'm a pure, just, and powerful priestess.
So are you a priestess for a local church or something?
That's correct. The church takes in lost ones as one of its duties. So if you need help with anything, don't be afraid to ask.
Oh, yeah? Well, I could use some money.
Don't even think about asking for money, you deadbeat.
Deadbeat?
He who does not work shall not eat. If it's money you want, you'll have to find a job and work for it all on your own.
Yeah, but you said you had me covered.
The churches here are struggling to make ends meet, especially smaller ones. However, we can at least give you a roof over your head. Come with me.
Man, I never would have imagined another world actually existed. Does this place have, like, demon lords and heroes?
No, where'd you get that idea?
Oh, I get it now. This is where I use my otherworldly knowledge from home to make a name for myself. What do I know? Oh, what about mayonnaise?
Ah, yes, mayonnaise. It's pretty tasty.
Wait, you've heard of it?
Plenty of lost ones like you have been coming to this world for a long time now. So naturally, a lot of their knowledge has been passed on to us. See for yourself.
Wow, what is all this?
Lost ones always seem to come from Japan. So over time, the people of this world started incorporating ideas from Japanese culture.
I didn't even think about it till just now, but we are speaking the same language, aren't we?
You just realized that?
You're kidding me.
More importantly, do you think you could tell me more about what happened when you were summoned? Based on what you've told me, this nation's King Grisarika must have been the one who summoned you. The act of summoning other worlders is forbidden, and yet those foolish nobles.
Nobles?
Oh, I should explain. This world is made up of 3 classes. The commons are the 3rd class, those who would be everyday people who make up a large majority of the population. In the 2nd class are the nobles, the ones in charge of government. That would be the knights, nobility, and even royalty, like King Grisarika.
The king is only in the 2nd class?
That's right. And within the 1st class are the Faust, who are associated with the church. Like me, they live in service to the Lord. We're also in charge of regulating nobles who break the church's laws.
Ah, so then are you going to arrest that king?
I'll report it to my superiors. I'm too busy with my mission of helping the penniless and the homeless like you at the bottom of society.
I see. So considering you're in charge of a bottom runger like me, you must be on the bottom rung of this Faust class.
I'll be quiet. I could just leave you to fend for yourself, you know.
Oh, Lady Minnow, you're far too noble for that. Please have mercy on this poor soul.
As long as you know your place. Huh?
Well, you're right about one thing. I'm definitely on the bottom rung in this world, too. Apparently, I don't have any abilities.
Huh?
They told me that, right after I got summoned into this world. They examined me with a crystal ball and said my power was null.
They said it was null?
I bet that girl I saw must have had some kind of amazing power.
That girl?
That's right. When they were going to kick me out, I was able to get away for a bit, and I happened to see her. It looked like they summoned her from another world like me. I didn't really get a good look at her face, but I could see that her chest was out of this world.
I see. Big boobs are pretty great.
Oh. Is that so? I'm on it, Minnow.
Don't feel too bad. I'm sure there's an incredible ability in you somewhere.
Come on, you don't have to cheer me up. Knowing me, it actually makes sense I wouldn't have any sort of power.
I'm not trying to cheer you up. Lost ones who come here always have at least a little bit of power.
Huh?
As far as I know, there have been no exceptions. Pure concept. That is the name we gave to the powers you otherworlders possess.
Pure concept, huh?
Yep. And I'm certain that you have a pure concept of your own as well.
Is that so?
It is. All right, here we are. This is my church.
Is that so?
That's right.
You can't be serious. This place looks completely abandoned.
Well, without any money, we can't exactly maintain the building. But you know, if your power turns out to be useful, we might be able to make some money with it. Maybe we can put it to work or something.
Wait, is that the only reason you decided to help me?
Of course not.
I should have figured you were being too friendly.
Anyway, let's try and figure out what kind of power you have. Don't just give up. Come on.
I'm not so sure.
I believe in you, Mitsuki. Try to link your consciousness to the power inside. Say these words out loud. Etheric connect.
Etheric connect.
Good. Now let your power flow into it.
It disappeared?
Oh, wow. Hey, wait, stop! Don't go pointing that thing at me!
I'd never do that! But this is amazing. To think I'd ever have a power like this.
Oh, I get it now. It's not that your power is null. It's that you possess the pure concept of null.
So is that what they meant by that? Null. The power to nullify everything. I get it now. Anything in my way, anyone I hate, I can get rid of them! I am powerful! All right, Minnow! I want you to teach me what I can do to hone this power!
That should have killed you instantly, but you are a lost one. You did nothing wrong. You're not to blame for this. You haven't done anything to deserve death. I am the villain for having taken your life, and you are the victim. But nonetheless, far too many lost ones have brought so much harm to our world. I'm a priestess, pure, just, and powerful. Also, an executioner of lost ones. Every once in a while, I dream I am in Japan in an unfamiliar classroom. I'm friends with all the students there, and one of them is my dearest friend of all.
Every once in a while, I dream I'm in a faraway world that's different from my boring life. And in it, I meet someone very special to me.
Is this the world from my dream?
I see. So the king went and summoned 2 other worlders, did he? It would seem Grisarika went to great lengths to hide this little scheme of his.
I'll attempt to infiltrate the castle once I validate the information.
This all must be quite the hassle for you, Miss Minnow.
No, it's simply my duty.
Just be sure to give yourself a break when you're done. It's been 10 years since you were here in your homeland, right?
Archbishop Orwell, are you saying you actually remember me from all those years ago?
How could I ever forget? When that other worlder went out of control, it almost resulted in a calamity of equal magnitude to the 4 major human errors. Nonetheless, I was able to save you, the lone survivor.
Yes, I am more than grateful for that. And also for you allowing me to be a priestess.
I can't take all of the credit. Thank your master, Flair. I understand she trained you well?
She did.
Well then, Minnow, I hope we can have a nice long chat sometime.
I would be more than honored to if we get the chance.
Until next time, then.
Yes, of course.
No, I'm sorry. This is all wrong. This shouldn't have happened. I didn't mean to. Oh, wait. The world's all white. No, this isn't what I just wanted to go home.
White, huh? This certainly looks like blanching, but there's something off about it. If this was the second coming of White, there'd be no survivors. Can't even die properly. You. Move it! Don't make me laugh, you pathetic piece of trash! Makeshift holy ground using a pseudo-church, huh? You were always fond of making a flashy entrance. Orwell, you old hag.
And I see you're still acting in secret like you always have. Same as you ever were, Flair.
My way of working is different from yours. In any case, was it necessary for you to interrupt? I had things under control.
Never mind that. I'm going to look for more survivors. You can take care of this girl.
Huh? Isn't this kind of thing your job?
Ah, but you're a master now, aren't you? Couldn't hurt to tackle something new now and then.
Who are you?
Who am I? I am a priestess, pure, just, and powerful.
My home. Huh.
Momo? Oh, I finally got to meet up with you! I can finally charge up on my daily dose of that sweet minnow energy!
Momo, get off of me! And stop wasting all of your ether just to give me a stupid hug!
But demonstrating my everlasting love for you is never a waste. Minnow, don't you realize whenever we're apart, it feels like my soul will be shredded into hundreds of itty-bitty little pieces! As your servant, first and foremost, your Momo wishes she could stay with you for every moment, of every hour, of every day, of every year, and never, ever, ever leave your side! That hurt.
You're not my servant, you're my assistant! Anyway, did you find out anything about that other lost one?
But of course! They're sheltering her over in Grisarika's castle. I totally figured out her location, too.
Of course you did. Thanks, Momo.
Although, I do have a teensy little favor to ask you for this mission.
Huh? Momo? What's this?
It's the uniform the royal maids wear. Who knew it'd suit you so well?
Is this really necessary? It seems like a bit much, don't you?
Of course it is! It's crucial for going undercover!
Really? I don't think this etheric camouflage exactly holds up too well, though. What if it glitches out on me?
Master Flair's inventions have all been like that through the years. You're pretty much the only person we have who would be able to make use of it in that kind of state.
Momo?
What's up?
Did you happen to put a picture of me in your scripture just now?
Huh? What are you talking about? Hey!
Why do you always do this? Rip that page out now!
Rip out a page from the scripture? A pious follower like me could never do that!
Don't give me that! Your reverence for the Lord has always been minimal at best!
Yeah, I couldn't care less about the Lord. Your image is the only thing sacred in my book.
I hear 5 of them. But why are they showing up here? Did they somehow find out about our mission to find the second lost one?
Well, I may have tortured one of the guards a little bit. So that could be why.
You really need to be more careful about that. Oh, well, I'll take care of them.
If you need me, I'm more than happy to help.
No need. Just back me up. Knights of Grisarika! I know you're here so you can stop hiding!
Shut your mouth, Executioner. You should have just been satisfied with the one you already took out. But you just had to go poking your nose where it doesn't belong.
Such a despicable tactic. Summoning 2 innocent people at once, fully expecting us to have to kill one of them.
Only so we can overthrow the Foss tyranny. To that end, losing one lousy otherworlder is a trivial sacrifice.
Well, that makes things easy. When it comes to killing corrupt noblesse, I'll feel absolutely no remorse.
Arrogant Foss dog! The only one getting killed here will be you! Damn, that little brat! Go call for reinforcements!
Right!
Momo, one's making a run for it.
Roger that. I'll handle it.
I'll burn you to a crisp! Did I get her? She blocked it! Magecraft using scripture, but her book's still shut! She's fast! A dagger with a crest and ridiculously fast magecraft. Could she really be? Are you the one they call Flair?
That can't be! She's too young!
I'm not. Flair became a master ages ago. I am her successor. A work of art that she created. I am her Flairette.
Run! Get away! Why would someone as strong as you worship such a foolish lord?
I will pretend I didn't hear such blasphemous remarks from you. The person that you summoned was a monster far worse than the likes of me. But he was also just a kid, far more ordinary than I could ever hope to be. Momo, how'd it go over there?
Everything's all taken care of here. Our pesky little runaway won't be a problem anymore.
Good work. But still, we need to hurry this up.
Please put this nightgown on.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Oh, could I possibly take a quick walk outside?
I'm afraid I can't authorize that. Although, you may ask the proper authority tomorrow.
Oh, wait! Don't go!
Excuse me.
I'm being held captive here, aren't I? Another world, huh? For some reason, I don't feel worried at all. But it does feel like something's been off ever since I got here.
This world is sometimes visited by people from other worlds. We refer to these people as Lost Ones, and they possess certain innate powers called pure concepts, which are unique abilities that could potentially distort the shape of the world. It's my job to dispose of them before their power has an impact on our world. I'm a priestess, pure, just, and powerful. Also, an executioner of Lost Ones. According to Momo's information, the target is in that building over there. Of course it's heavily guarded. I could take them out, but I need to cause as little commotion as possible. This outfit has been holding up pretty well, and it even hides my scripture, too. Good work, Momo.
I thought that disguise might fail on us, so I made this one just in case. I poured my heart and soul into every stitch.
Although she may have gone a bit far with her efforts. This should do it. So she's the other lost one. The target I've been sent to execute. Are you the girl who came from another world?
Huh? Yeah?
I see. Thank goodness. What school and class are you from?
Oh, I'm from Nishibori High School, class 1-3. I'm Akari Tokito.
No doubt about it then. She's definitely my target. Akari, huh? My name's Minnow. I'm one of the FOST in the first class.
What? What is the FOST?
We can't be seen out here. Come inside. I've come to get you out of this place, Akari.
Huh? What?
You're not the only one. Someone else got summoned and told me that you were here.
I'm not the only one?
Right. There was also a boy who was summoned here from Japan around the same time you were. He told me about you. When he found out what the people here were planning, he decided to run away. He was looking for refuge and ended up at my church. But his injuries were too severe for me to save him.
What?
It was unfortunate, but at least I was able to find you because of him. If I can save you, his sacrifice won't be in vain. I know this story doesn't make the most sense, but I can't give her a second to think. They told you that you have some kind of special power, didn't they?
That's right. I think it had something to do with healing wounds.
The Noblesse are planning to use you and abuse that power. Even if it's used for healing, they're sure to find some way to use it for their own twisted desires. That's why we need to get you out of here. You have to trust me, Akari. I'm on your side.
Okay, I believe you, Menno.
They told you that you have some kind of special power, didn't they?
That's right. I think it had something to do with healing wounds.
Sounds like her pure concept isn't aggressive. Regardless, I need to kill her now while her guard's down.
Menno? Where'd she go? Ow. I think I must have tripped or something. Oh, hey, Menno.
Her wound disappeared? Did she heal it?
so
No,
clumsy.
that can't be.
We should
The
get a
blood
move on,
stains are
shouldn't
also
we?
gone. What is this power? Could it be the pure concept of time?
Menno?
Momo,
Yes?
I'm bringing the lost one with me.
Huh? What are you talking about? You didn't kill her as soon as you found her?
It's too complicated to explain right now. Go distract the guards on the east side.
Yes, ma'am. I don't like how this is turning out. Hey there, stupid noblest! I don't know about you, but I'm looking real suspicious!
It's an intruder! Grab her!
There's no other choice.
Wait, no other choice than what?
Wait!
So you're saying her pure concept won't let her die?
Yes, it's impossible to kill her with what I have on hand.
And you're certain of this? That her healing is time regression?
I couldn't be more certain. There's no doubt that time is the pure concept that has attached itself to her soul.
I was afraid of that. It's true that all pure concepts have the potential to grow into a terribly disastrous power, but dealing with time...
I know. So far, we've only seen it revive her through regression, but who knows what it could become if it grows stronger.
The more one uses a pure concept, the closer it gets to eating away at the mind and taking over, becoming far too much for the user to fully control.
And if her pure concept were to grow stronger, and she loses control of it,
The sword of salt that melted the western continent into the sea, the pandemonium that devoured the southern archipelago, the material room that took over the wild frontier in the east, and the star husk that cut through the northern continent, setting half of it afloat. The 4 major human errors, but her power could cause something far worse.
what can we...
Not to worry. Go get the Otherworlder and bring her to me.
You mean bring her to Garm?
That is correct. We have a ceremonial hall with the power to eliminate any Otherworlder, but we reserve it for cases in which an executioner alone is not enough.
I'm embarrassed to say I've never heard of it before now.
Master Flare never cared much for relying on my help and preferred to handle things herself, so it makes sense that she never told you about it. It will take me about 3 days to get the hall ready, so if you would be so kind as to arrive here with the Otherworlder by that time.
Yes, I understand. I am deeply grateful for your extensive wisdom, Archbishop.
Thank you, but I can always do better. Lately, there have been quite a few young women in Garm who have started to suddenly disappear without a trace. I hate to think that I can't even save the people who are within my reach. Oh, but enough of my complaining. Apologies. Once you arrive in Garm, I'd like to have a nice long chat, Miss Minnow.
Akari, get up!
Yes!
Wow! Thank you so much, Menno! Looks so good! Oh, you use chopsticks here?
Please listen while you eat, Akari. You're a target, and the noblesse want you, so this church isn't a safe place to be.
Yeah, you're right. This place looks like it could topple over any minute now.
Like I was saying earlier, lost ones like you are in possession of special powers we call pure concepts, and the noblesse are after that power
Hey,
of
these omelet thingies are very delicious. Can I have some more?
Hey, there aren't any more. Akari, listen to me. Even the bodies of lost ones can be used as magecraft material. So some might even try to kill you to get their hands on you.
Oh, wow, that's terrifying.
Anyway, Anyway, that's why I'm going to take us to a new location. We're going to the ancient capital of Garm, where our church's cathedral is.
Oh, really? You mean we're going on a daring world-spanning adventure?
Huh?
Who knows what special feelings might bloom between the two amidst their journey?
I have no idea what you're imagining over there, but the trip is only a little over half a day by train.
What? That's not romantic.
Is that really all you're concerned about? Anyway, about Garm. They have a ceremonial hall that's used for sending otherworlders like you back home.
Okay. So you're sending me back home?
Exactly. I've actually already spoken with the Archbishop of Garm, so you'll be home in no time.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Although...
What's wrong?
I don't know. Not really sure why, but for some reason I feel really sad. I was pretty startled when you first came to me, but to be honest, I was also sort of excited. Actually, it made me feel really happy.
Huh?
I know it sounds weird, and I don't understand it, but it felt like time started moving after being still for so long. And the moment I'd long been awaiting had finally arrived. What's wrong with me? You must think I'm some kind of weirdo sitting here. Honestly though, Menno, I'm glad I was able to come to this world. And I'm so thankful I got to meet you. You know what I think? I think this could be what they call fate.
I guess when you put it that way, it does sound pretty wonderful. It should take a few days to prepare the ceremony, so I don't see why we can't spend a bit more time together. I hope we can be friends, Akari.
I hope so too, Menno.
Here's the report for today. King Grisarika is officially going to be put on trial for his heretical actions against the Faust. It will be happening early this afternoon.
That's good. This will make it hard for the Noblesse to take any further action against us.
Aside from that, it was infuriating to see the breakfast I so preciously prepared for you being scarfed down by that busty cow you brought home.
I don't believe I asked for your opinion on that.
I don't see why we can't just get it over with already. I know direct attacks won't be able to kill her, but I'm sure we should be able to poison her gradually by
No way! That could possibly lead to the destruction of her mind. You know it's forbidden to use an attack like that on someone possessing a pure concept. That kind of power is unstable enough as it is.
I know it'll raise the risk of danger, but I still don't like it one bit.
If she repeatedly uses time regression to heal herself, then we risk her pure concept becoming a bigger problem. That's why we can't take chances with attempts to kill her that aren't surefire. Got it?
Fine.
Also, did you get what I asked for?
Yeah, all the clothes and stuff are in here.
Good.
And here are the railroad tickets.
Thank you. 3? I thought I told you that your job was to stay here and help make sure that the trial goes smoothly, Momo.
Yeah, but I'd rather die.
If something were to happen and the plan goes south, then it's better for us if Akari doesn't know about you. Understand?
If it means I have to sit here and leave you alone with that little brat, I'd rather take things into my own hands and kill King Grisarika before the trial gets started, so I can catch up with you.
Oh, come on, Momo.
I mean it! That girl is dangerous! And every fiber of my being is screaming that it would be a terrible idea to leave the two of you alone together!
Look, I know how dangerous it can be to...
No, you don't! You don't have a clue! I mean it, Minnow. This would be the first time you've had to spend a significant amount of time with a target before.
Yeah, that's true, but
I'm sorry, but I don't think you're suited for this kind of mission. So I think it would be best if you and I traded places. Just leave her up to me from now on, and you can... Why can't you?
Why? To kill someone who hasn't violated a taboo or committed a crime? Targeting someone who's just a nice person? Because it's my job. That's why.
Then I have no choice. I'll tag along stealthily so little Miss Chesticles doesn't get the chance to notice me.
No.
I'm coming, and that's final!
Okay, fine. Just make sure you don't run into her by accident. Honestly, you're way too worried about this, Momo. I'm only going to be with Akari for a few days. It's not like I'll give myself away.
Giving yourself away is the least of my worries.
Oh?
Oh, hey there, Menno. Welcome back. Menno?
Oh, sorry for the wait, Akari. I went out to get some clothes for you to wear. Something's going on at the castle, so there aren't many guards around right now. We'll set off as soon as you're changed.
Okay. Wow! Oh! I was kind of picturing a station similar to the ones we have back home in Japan, but this is so much more exciting. I feel like a tourist.
I'm glad to hear that you enjoy it so much.
What's this stuff? It's pretty.
Particles of etheric light. The trains in this world run on something called ether.
Ether?
Yes. Ether is the guiding force, the basic foundation of our world's entire civilization. It can be generated from the souls of people, but there are also larger sources for it, like earthen veins and heavenly veins. It also happens to be the power that drives magecraft.
Magecraft? So is that like magic in this world?
Magecraft is a little different. It's a type of technology, and it's mainly used for controlling and composing ether.
So does that mean anyone can use it?
Theoretically, yes. However, you need specialized equipment and training, and above all, a natural talent for it. So statistically, people who can use it are the minority. In your case, being able to use magecraft without any tools or training makes you kind of a genius.
Oh wow, do you really think I'm a genius?
Don't go getting a big head. Listen carefully. You have to be careful about using magecraft. There are people looking for you right now, so don't draw attention to yourself.
Okay, I understand you loud and clear, Miss Menno.
I'll buy us some stuff to eat for the journey.
Okay, how about a fancy box lunch or something?
No way! I don't have the money for that.
Aww.
Mommy?
Hmm?
Mommy!
Oh. Are you lost? Are you okay? You're such a strong girl for not crying after that. Looks like you scraped your hand a bit. I know just the thing.
Here's your change, ma'am.
Thank you. Knights from the castle? Are they looking for Akari? No, that's unlikely. They seem to be looking for something, but they don't have a sense of urgency. Just need to keep a low profile.
Let's take care of that owie.
Akari! Those knights will see her if she uses magecraft right now.
Pretty.
Huh? Hey, Menno, what's that about?
I told you not to draw any attention, didn't I?
What? It's okay, everyone's too busy looking at these bubbles.
That's because I made them as a distraction.
What? So this was all you? Menno, you really shouldn't be drawing attention like that.
Don't give me that.
Hey! Did you make all of these bubbles? So cool!
It's not really anything that impressive. It uses the crest on this coin, and it's a pretty basic conjuring. Although, I am able to control how the bubbles are moving around to some extent, so I guess that part is a little bit cool.
Amazing!
You think so?
My apologies for the trouble.
Oh, she wasn't any trouble at all.
All right, let's get going.
Bye, see you later!
Okay, bye-bye.
See you. Looks like they're going to Garm as well. Well, we should board too. What is it?
Nothing. I just thought you showing off back there was kinda cute.
Look, I wasn't trying to show off.
Oh, don't be embarrassed.
Keep teasing me like that and you'll regret it.
I'm so scared.
Back off, you big hunkered cow. Stop trying to get all friendly with my precious, beautiful minnow. Huh? Isn't that...
Wait, Princess Ashuna!
And what are you two doing here?
We came here to look for you, Your Highness.
How could you leave at a time like this, when His Majesty the King is currently on trial?
I am not my father. He can take care of himself. Although I didn't imagine I would get caught so soon.
She really thought she could slip by the guards dressed in that outfit? That's some princess logic if I've ever seen it.
Please, come back with us.
These bubbles are quite strange, don't you think?
I'm sure it's just a prank. Some harmless magecraft.
Just a prank.
Where are you going?
To Garm. That is why I'm here.
Then allow us to accompany you, Your Highness.
Wow, this is so much fun. It truly feels like an adventure. Isn't this so exciting, Menno?
It certainly is. That's right. Enjoy this trip as much as you can, Akari. Because when this journey reaches its end... Dubcast. This is the target I must execute. An otherworlder named Akari Tokito. She possesses a pure concept that is able to reverse the flow of time to before her own death if she happens to be killed by normal means. However, according to Archbishop Orwell, there's a ceremonial hall in the ancient capital of Garm that has the power to eliminate Akari. And so, I was able to deceive her into coming with me to Garm. That's right. Enjoy this trip as much as you can, Akari. Because when this journey reaches its end, the only thing awaiting you will be your death.
I can't believe how foolish you are, Father. Summoning other worlders out of some thirst for power.
You're Princess Ashina, right?
That's correct. I am indeed the youngest daughter of King Grisarika. Princess Ashina Grisarika. Although, I'm more interested in who you might be.
Listen up! All of you shut your mouths! Try anything funny and you'll regret it!
Menno? Who exactly are these people?
Looks like a few dissatisfied citizens. You might even say that they could be terrorists.
Does this happen often?
It's not exactly an everyday thing. Honestly, talk about horrible timing.
Don't move a muscle!
Wait, so they have guns in your world too?
Those are etheric guns, although they happen to be illegal.
Hey! And what are you two blabbering about over here?
Shit, she's a priestess.
Good evening to you, Mr. Terrorist. I am but a humble clergywoman who helps out the needy. Any problem?
Get up! I know you priestesses are dangerous. Put that fancy scripture of yours on the floor. Then after that... take off your clothes. Who knows what other weapons you could be hiding?
Well, I am hiding a dagger, so he's not wrong to be suspicious of me, but...
You hear me?
I hear you just fine. Settle down. I'll pretend so he lets his guard down, then I'll...
No! There's no way! I can't let you do something so awful to her! If it will make you stop, I'll undress instead!
Huh?
Huh? Don't worry about it, Menno. I won't just stand by and let him embarrass you like that!
There's no need for that. Just sit back down and I'll take care of everything.
Well, I'm actually fine with either one of you.
Leave her alone! She's just a normal girl. You said that you were looking for any hidden weapons, didn't you? I'll go ahead and lay down my scripture like you told me. Here you go!
Hey! What?
That was so awesome!
Everyone, please keep your voices down. There might be more of them in the other carriages. That takes care of that. Listen very closely, Akari. Don't go putting yourself in harm's way like that ever again. I don't want you trying to protect me, understand?
Oh, right. I'm sorry about that.
But... thanks anyway. It did make me happy that you were brave enough to try.
No problem.
Anyway, I'm going to look for any others to take out. So be a good girl and wait right here for me.
Oh, wait! Please be careful. I don't want to be left behind on my own ever again.
I'm sure I'll be fine. I'll see you soon. Again?
I guess it's not your lucky day, is it? Looks like you idiots picked the wrong train to hijack. Now, tell me what you want, and how many of you creeps are wandering around.
No way. I'd never tell a stupid little brat like you.
I see. Well, in that case, I'll just have to start sawing at your throat with this thing. Now let's see which comes first. I get my answers or your head starts rolling. I guess there's only one way to find out.
Understood. So they're here to kidnap Princess Ashuna Grisarika?
Yes. They planned on taking her hostage as a bargaining chip to demand that the kingdom release their captured leader. Pretty stupid if you ask me.
How many of them are there?
13 in total. 5 went to the first-class carriage where the princess is, and 2 went to the engine room. I figured I might as well start off with the ones in the engine room.
All right, that sounds good.
Excuse me, miss?
Huh?
Those bad guys are really scary, so thank you.
You're very welcome.
Oh, and who is this adorable yet unexpected guest? Nice to meet you. I may be a princess of the kingdom, but I also happen to be a knight.
I know. You're the Princess Knight Ashuna Grisarika. You're actually pretty famous, you know.
Oh, wow. And who might you be?
A priestess by the name of Momo. As you can see, I'm merely a white robe. A novice with minimal experience.
Really? Well, I love those interesting alterations you've made to your priestess robe. The human body is a beautiful work of art, and clothing should be designed to highlight that beauty, rather than try to conceal it away.
I appreciate the compliment.
How fortuitous that you arrived at this very moment.
Huh?
There is something I wish to ask you.
What exactly do you want to know?
Not much, really. My father just happens to be on trial for heresy at the moment. So, I have something of a bone to pick with the Faust.
Momo? And Princess Ashuna?
I've heard about your father's case, but it's still unconfirmed whether or not he actually committed heresy.
Well then, this is quite a surprise.
What's the big idea here? You intend to cut down a low-level priestess just because you have some kind of grudge against the boss?
Come on now, can't you tell I'm holding back? If I really wanted to cut you down with the full power of my sword, I'd have no problem snapping that little saw blade in half.
Wow, you're awfully self-confident. Stop beating around the bush already. What is it that you want?
Are they arguing? Well, I'm pretty sure Momo can take care of herself. Guess that means I'll have to go to the engine room instead.
Those other worlders he supposedly summoned, no one seems to have reported seeing either of them anywhere. It could be speculated that they've already been killed. By those infamous executioners of the Faust, that is.
Oh, please. The executioners are only a myth.
Well, seeing you here does beg the question. What if this executioner finished her job and fled the royal capital to avoid suspicion? She could even be riding this very train.
That's a pretty wild imagination you've got there, Your Highness.
You think so? I believe it's more my intuition, which has never failed me before. I guess the Faust truly are skilled. I'm impressed you were smart enough to know to protect your head first.
Well, of course I had to. Can't have you searing these beautiful ribbons of mine. You should know that a girl's sense of style is a high priority.
I am aware. I also have a taste for lavish clothes.
Don't think that your casual lust for luxury is anywhere near the same as my innate fashion sense.
I'm fond of all things strong and beautiful in the world. As such, your strength has proven to be worthy of my attention, Momo.
No thanks.
Looks like you're going to indulge me anyway.
Why don't we test out how long that arcane royal trinket of yours can hold up against something like this?
It's good to see you're both all right.
Sorry we had you all worried about us there, ma'am. But as you can see, everything's A-okay, including our precious engine.
The Princess Knight came and knocked him out in one fell swoop. Heard of her? She's famous for going around taking out scumbags like these two.
Actually, I have heard of her. I'm sad to hear I missed her. Hey, you. I know you're faking it. What's that red glow on your bodies?
So we're busted, but you're too little too late. If we aren't able to make it to Garm, we're dead men anyway. Me and my boys are all going down, and everyone on this train is too.
No way. Is that thing a primary red gem?
We were given instructions to swallow them just in case things went south.
Get out of here before you get sucked in!
But if we leave, who's gonna run the train?
Don't worry, I'll figure it out. Hurry!
Okay, we'll leave everything to you.
Technique is sloppy, but it makes up for it with brute force. At least it didn't manifest as an angel or a dragon. I just need to buy some time to wear it down. Jeez, is Momo still fighting up there?
What's the problem, Momo? All you've done so far is dodge everything.
Will you please stop calling me by my name? Okay, Lil Princess!
Now that was interesting.
I don't want to hear it!
That seemed random, but it actually wasn't. Any second it'll come flying back from behind, won't it? How clever of you! Oh, look, another one! I'll split it!
Just shut up and try it already if you think you can.
She cut the trees.
Oops, my foot slipped. You crappy little princess!
Momo?
Ow. Man, even without etheric enhancement, that was rough. Oh, great, you're still alive.
It'll take more than that to kill me, and I see you're not that different. I'm impressed.
The control valve! You stupid dog! It's going out of control. This isn't good. At this rate, this train could get derailed or crash into another train at the station. I don't have time to be dealing with this thing.
What was that?
Dunno. That was weird.
Just now, something bizarre happened. I don't exactly know what, but it kind of feels familiar.
Meadow! Akari! Wow, Menno, I can't believe how strong you are! But what is that red knight-looking thing?
More importantly, why are you here? Tell me right now!
Well, those men you tied up got all mangled out of nowhere, and then some weird red lights flew out of them and started heading towards the front of the train.
And you decided it was a good idea to go after them? I told you to be a good girl and stay where you were, remember?
I started to get really worried about you, so I wanted to be brave like before. You're not proud?
Why would I be proud? If Akari gets sucked into that thing, I'll have an even bigger problem to worry about than just a runaway train. Move! I was hoping I wouldn't have to resort to this option. I'm going to channel my ether into its body. It's not letting me in. I knew it wasn't going to be that simple, but still. All right, that's it. Now self-destruct.
Menno.
If you would have stayed put, I wouldn't have had to use nearly as much ether to take it down.
Was I really in the way? Oh,
yes, you were totally in the way! The control valve is still going haywire. I have to do something fast. I could use Magecraft to stop the train, but I've used way too much ether. I don't have nearly enough energy left to conjure on a scale that big. Akari.
Huh? What's up? What are you doing? Please don't stare at me, you're making me blush.
Look, I'm thinking of doing something that isn't technically allowed. But still, I need you to trust me.
Of course. You haven't steered me wrong before, so I trust you know what you're doing.
Okay, then listen very carefully to what I say.
Hey, wait a minute! What's going on? Why are we on top of the train? This is freaking me out!
Calm down. You'll be just fine.
I can't! And that awkward look on your face isn't calming!
Okay, is this better?
You know, I never realized you actually look pretty cute when you smile, Menno.
And your smile's so dippy as if nothing bad is happening.
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Of course it is. Anyway, earlier I used up too much ether to be able to stop a train this big with Magecraft all on my own. So I'm going to need to borrow some of yours.
Okay.
It is going to hurt though. A person's body always reacts violently when trying to connect one's own ether to another's. So I'm sorry.
Well, I don't really like pain. But what about you? Will you be okay?
I'll be fine. I lost most of what makes me who I am a very long time ago.
Huh?
That's why I'm able to connect my ether to someone else's without any pain.
Got it. Then I'll be fine as well. I believe that you can make this work, Menno.
Appreciate it. Let's do this.
Okay.
First, I'll embed my Magecraft into the earthen vein. Then I'll conjure a gate to draw the train towards it and add more power. Here we go, Akari.
Yeah!
Akari. Incredible. So this is how much ether other worlders have.
Is it working? This kind of tickles.
Her body isn't even reacting that violently. But there's no time to be surprised. Not right now!
Meadow! What's happening? Please tell me!
You did it! It worked! You're so amazing!
I told you, didn't I? Pure, just, and powerful. Just like a priestess is supposed to be.
Truly, the heavens must be smiling upon me to allow this encounter with you. Now, show me your next move!
Oh, how did I get involved with such a nuisance like her?
We're currently preparing a substitute train. Please hold a little while longer.
You're here too!
Hey, I'm glad to see that you're safe, Millie.
Yeah, you too, miss!
What if I had failed to stop the train? It couldn't be. But the more I think about it, something like that definitely could have happened. I may have been dead along with all the other passengers. And then, maybe Akari reversed time. I wonder just what kind of power.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until
The terrorists who targeted the train we were riding to Garm were each in possession of a primary red gem, which they used to merge into an automa. As a result, the train was damaged and went out of control. I was able to connect myself to Akari and use her ether to conjure a spell to stop the train and avoid disaster. But I haven't been able to stop thinking about the bizarre occurrence that happened amid the chaos. I see. So you experienced that weird feeling as well, Momo?
That's right, I did. I have an idea about what you're thinking, too. You think Little Miss Bouncy Shirt used her pure concept to turn back time and save the train, don't you?
It's definitely a possibility, considering her pure concept is time. We were inches away from crashing into that other train, which would have caused a huge disaster. And I can't help but feel like it actually happened once.
So she turned back time to undo the catastrophe. Do you think she could possess the power to reverse time for the entire world like that?
It seems that way. She can not only turn back the clock for herself, but also everyone else completely at will.
And in this instance, you think she chose to turn the whole world back. But why would she do that?
She most likely wanted to save the other passengers from meeting such a disastrous fate.
Really? Do you think so?
I guess that's just how ordinary girls are. By the way, what happened to that non-ordinary girl you got tangled up with?
You mean that stupid, annoying princess? Honestly, I thought about squishing her like a tiny little insect. But I did the civil thing and shook her off my tail instead. You should be proud of me.
I am proud. Anyway, I'll see you in Garm.
Wait, one more thing.
What's up?
I've said this before, but I can't stress enough how careful you need to be with that girl.
Yes, I know. There are only 2 days until the elimination ritual. I have to make sure she doesn't use her pure concept any more than she already has. We'll speak again soon.
Like I said, that's not what I'm worried about.
A pure concept that is improperly attached is perpetually unstable. What happened to me? All I could remember was the fact that my name was Menno. I didn't feel any sorrow or fear. I was simply there.
You were always fond of making a flashy entrance. Orwell, you old hag.
And I see you're still acting in secret like you always have. Same as you ever were, Flair.
My way of working is different from yours.
Never mind that. I'm going to look for more survivors. You can take care of this girl.
Huh? Isn't this kind of thing your job?
Oh, but you're a master now, aren't you? Couldn't hurt to tackle something new now and then.
Who are you?
Who am I? I am a priestess, pure, just, and powerful. Huh. I guess using etheric connect doesn't faze her. She would be top-quality magecraft material. So, what is it you want to do? The least I could do is listen to any requests you may have.
I don't have any at all.
Well, I guess that makes sense. You have been physically and mentally blanched after all. I suppose it couldn't hurt. I'll watch you till we get to the sanctuary. Just don't die before we get there. I couldn't care less after that.
And so, that's how I ended up traveling for a while with that woman. At some point, I came to find that she was what many people infamously called an executioner. And honestly, I didn't mind that at all. Eventually, we arrived at a continent made entirely of salt.
Can you believe it? They say this place used to be home to a great number of people. But now the whole thing is just a big pile of salt. And is slowly dissolving into the sea. I'm sure it won't be long before it dissolves completely. Look, that is the Sword of Salt. It's the embodiment of purification, turning everything it pierces into salt. A weapon that can destroy the world. It's possible the world could have met the same fate as this place. This is the type of tragic human error that pure concepts are capable of. This kind of calamity otherworlders can cause, and so, your hometown being wiped out hardly even registers as a tragedy.
In that moment, it felt as though this person had made the long journey to bring me here. All to simply tell me that. She went out of her way just so she could give those words to a girl who had lost all sense of emotion. This person with a blackish-red aura, who was frightening at first, did all that for me.
I think I know now what I want to do.
Yeah? Let's hear it.
What I want is to be you.
That makes no sense. So you're saying that you want to end up like me? You know I'm an executioner, a villain.
I thought you were pure, just, and powerful. That's what you told me.
And you actually believed that? I was being sarcastic.
Either way, you stand up to prevent the kind of thing that happened to my town. I also hated what became of it. That's why I have decided I want to become you. If you say you're a villain, then I will be one as well.
Why not be a regular priestess? If you did that, you could still be pure, just, and powerful.
Right.
And you're sure you want to follow my path? You can still change your mind.
Yes.
Idiot.
I was wondering, can I ask what your name is?
It's Flair. Wait, no. You can call me Master.
Yes, Master.
After that, she took me to a convent in the depths of the sanctuary. It was there that I was able to learn about many things. Magecraft, the nation called Japan, and the taboo entities that came from it.
Our ancient civilization once dominated continents, conquered the seas, and even went beyond the skies to visit the stars. But that prosperity was only made possible by making liberal use of the pure concepts of otherworlders. We even became so dependent that we adopted their language as our primary form of communication. However, that civilization perished because of the 4 major human errors, which was the result of pure concepts evolving out of control. It's impossible for otherworlders to return home, and so the only way to deal with one that's been summoned is to kill them.
And so, we were taught how to kill them.
Why do we kill, you ask? Because we are simply the villains, that's why! You think it's for justice, faith, the Lord! Wrong! We are not righteous! You'll find no such vindication in this work! We are resented, hated, and will eventually get tossed aside! That is what we are! So don't hesitate to kill! Kill all otherworlders you see, regardless of whether they are good or bad! Become their closest friends, whisper words of love to them, be as underhanded as needed! From this day forward and until you die, you will kill, and keep on killing!
Stab people? Kill them? What's wrong with this place? No! I hate people who wouldn't think twice about murdering someone. There's this new girl I met who's 2 years younger than me, and I always see her crying a lot.
And your point?
She doesn't want to kill anyone like you say we should. And it's not just her. None of the girls here seem to have the desire to kill.
Is that so? And?
In that case, I want to be the only bad person. I can do it. I'll make up for that girl and all the others as well by killing more than anyone else. So I...
Make up for the other girls. You really think you can do that? Menno, even though you have value as a magecraft, you are well below average.
Right.
And your physical capabilities are even lower, though not the worst.
Right.
Your mental abilities, such as memory, mental acuity, and resourcefulness, are about average at best.
Right.
Your looks are all right. I could easily see you deceive any man or woman with your charm alone. I'd say above average.
Right.
All in all, I'd say you're middling. You seriously think you could be like me? With such mediocre talents, I'm not so sure.
Yes, Master. I didn't say I want to be like you. I want to be you. A pure, just, and powerful priestess who'll kill more lost ones than anyone in history.
I see now. It would seem that blanched-out soul of yours has evolved into something truly twisted. I'll just have to beat everything I know into your pretty little head. And I mean everything. Do you understand?
Yes.
I want you to take everything I am and assimilate into your empty soul. If the time comes when it is eventually destroyed by true happiness, and you are able to come out the other side unscathed, then, and only then, will you surpass me.
Yes, Master.
All right then. For starters, we'll need to do something about your lackluster etheric control. I'll have to teach you about etheric camouflage. But before we can start with all that, you should do something about your hair. There's ample opportunity to manipulate people with good looks. It's called having a sense of style.
Right. Style, got it.
Just make sure you don't fall behind.
From that day on, I went through the long and arduous process of training to become Master Flare's successor, her Flairette. That's right. That's the promise I made to Master Flare. I have to kill more Otherworlders than anyone else in all of history. That is my job.
That was a nice nap. Hey, sleepyhead. Good afternoon. Huh? Already?
Hey, look. We can see the capital.
Is that Garm?
Uh-huh. That's the place. The location of the ceremonial hall that'll send you back home. Our final destination.
What a gorgeous city!
Isn't it? Garm is pretty famous for its scenic beauty.
Oh, can I take a look around? I want to see all the sights while I can. Oh, I mean together, of course. I believe anything worth doing is much more fun as a pair.
Okay, but first, there's a certain place I need to visit.
All right, but it's a date, okay? You have to promise.
Fine, I promise.
Oh, wow! Is that castle where we're going?
No, but it looks nice, right? That's the old royal palace. It belongs to the noblesse, so that's where their people stay. Our business is over there.
Huh?
That's the cathedral. It's a sacred place for us Faust.
But didn't you say the Faust and Noblesse don't get along? What are they doing right next to each other?
This city is pretty old, so I'm sure there's some historical reason for it. Anyway, I was told we'd find the hall we're looking for in here.
Ooh, so pretty! Wow!
Could you please stop ogling like that? You sound stupid.
You know, you can be real mean sometimes, Menno.
Well, if you stop acting like a dummy, I'll stop calling it out.
Rude? You do know I'm going home soon, right? Can't you be nicer to me?
I'm just messing with you. This place does look beautiful. I've never been in this cathedral before. It's truly breathtaking. It's so resplendent and elaborate, and they've even adorned the building with multiple magecraft crests.
What's so amazing about that?
It enhances the outer wall as a protective barrier, but it also has a barrier that functions internally. It's an efficient setup. Of course, not just anyone has the ability to properly activate it. You need an immense amount of skill, like Archbishop Orwell.
Well, I certainly appreciate the kind words, Miss Menno.
Archbishop Orwell! Sorry I didn't notice you.
No need to be so formal. I'm happy we finally get to meet in person. I heard there was some trouble on the train ride over here.
I'm sorry to have worried you.
I'm just glad you're all right. And you must be...
I'm Akari Tokito, ma'am.
Nice to meet you. I'm Orwell. I've heard about your conundrum. It must be awful to have been thrown into a completely different world.
No, it's honestly not that big of a deal.
Well, not to worry. The preparations for the ritual are coming along smoothly, so you'll be home in no time. We'll be holding it 2 days from now at noon.
Yes! Thank you many much, ma'am.
What are you saying? That doesn't make any sense.
By the way, Menno, what were you planning to do after the ritual is complete?
Huh?
If you're planning to take the pilgrimage route along the border, I can have the church cover your expenses.
You could do that? I'd really appreciate it.
If you also wanted to be helpful while you're in the city, I was wondering if I could ask a favor of you.
What is it?
I told you about some recent incidents around here. Do you remember?
Yes. You said a series of young women have gone missing lately. Is that right?
Yes, precisely. I was hoping you could help my investigation into it until the ritual is ready.
Do you think I'll actually be of much help?
It's okay if you aren't able to turn anything up. I mainly just wanted a fresh perspective on it.
All right then. I'll do what I can to discover some results.
Thank you. I'm counting on you, Miss Menno.
Wow, what a nice room! The Archbishop must have pulled a lot of strings to get us here. Akari?
What?
Are you upset or something?
Yes, of course I'm upset.
Okay. But why?
You promised me that we'd go on a date.
Huh?
You told me that we would go sightseeing together, but then you went and promised the Archbishop something else.
The investigation? But that's...
Plus, they're returning the favor by paying for some kind of pilgrimage thingy for you, right? No wonder it's more important to you.
Hey, wait just a sec.
Yeah, I get it. That lady's important, and she's someone you highly respect, right? But as for me, I'm just some stranger, and I'll be gone soon anyway.
I never said anything like...
Fine! I'm going to take a bath!
Just 2 more days until she's...
Blah! Menno, you big dummy! I'm the dummy.
Hi, you called for me, my love? Oh, so there's been a series of disappearances. Do you think it could possibly have something to do with human trafficking?
They looked into that already, but found nothing.
Maybe the work of a heretic, like collecting material to summon a demon of some kind.
Perhaps. It's possible an original sin might be involved. Go ahead and start looking more in that direction.
Well, I don't have any problem with helping out. However, while I'm out investigating, what will you be up to?
Well, I kind of promised Akari we'd go sightseeing.
Oh, I see. After all, you can't have her flapping those useless honkers of hers all over the place and ruining the investigation.
Sure, that's why. See, I knew you would get it.
Seeing as I love you so very much, I guess I'll let it slide and do this little favor for you.
I appreciate it, Momo.
Don't you worry about a thing. I'll have this all wrapped up in no time.
Wait, one last thing. The gems that the terrorists swallowed, the person who provided them would most likely be someone who's experienced with magecraft. One of them implied that they could have gotten away if they made it to Garm. If whoever conspired with them is in the city, then the red gems probably came from here as well.
And that person could be one of the noblest here. Am I right?
I'm glad to see you're as sharp as ever. Exactly. So be careful.
All right. Just leave it to me.
I'm always leaving the dirty work to her. Akari? Why did you walk out here in just a towel?
I'm sorry that I yelled at you. I should have known that your work as a priestess is extremely important to you. That was insensitive of me. And I'm so sorry. I'll go sightseeing by myself. I wish you the best of luck in your assignment.
Anything worth doing is more fun as a pair, remember?
Huh?
Of course. If you'd rather go alone, that's fine too. I would understand.
Absolutely not! I want to go with you, Menno! I do! I swear! You're coming with, okay?
Okay, I'll go with you, all right? You don't have to hold on to me so tight. Your towel, Belle.
Huh?
Fleurette, huh? She does have potential, yes. Wouldn't you agree, Flair?
To see Archbishop Orwell. Akari's under the impression the purpose of the ritual we came here to perform is to send her back to her own world. But in reality, it's a ceremonial hall used for eliminating dangerous otherworlders who possess pure concepts.
Come on, Menno! Let's go! Hurry up!
There's no need to rush. We have more than enough time to check everything out.
I know. But I want to do as many things as we can together.
You got it.
such a blast!
You must be tired. Why don't you take a bath?
Oh, I know! Do you want to take one together? We could wash each other.
Take a bath together? You know, I think you should be more careful about getting that intimate with someone so quickly.
What are you talking about, silly? Like I said, being able to meet you honestly feels like fate to me. Honestly, do you think I'd act this way around just any random person I met? That hurts my feelings, Menno. The only reason I brought it up is because I like you.
I know, Akari. I understand, but...
I'm not sure you do understand. Do you really get my overflowing desire to spend the time we have left as intimately as possible? Come on now, Menno. I'm sure it'll only bring us closer together. Ah!
That's enough. Just take your bath already, okay? On your own.
See? I knew you didn't get it. Fine. Just don't come crying to me when you regret missing out on such a great opportunity.
So she really likes me that much. But when tomorrow comes, I'm going to kill her.
Hello?
Momo, thanks for your help.
It breaks my heart that I don't get to see you today. My only wish is to feel your warmth up close and in person.
Momo being the same as ever is kind of reassuring.
Is something wrong over there?
No, it's nothing. Anyway, how is the investigation into those missing women going?
Pretty well, actually. You and I both know that while Garm may look all nice and squeaky clean on the surface, it's actually hiding its true nastiness away.
That's an interesting way to put it, but go on.
Well, it's rumored that if anything shady is going on, it can usually be traced back to the underground sewers. So I went and interviewed some homeless people who live down there.
Great instincts, Momo. Sounds like you're on the right track.
Yes, give me more delicious praise!
Momo, please stay focused on the report.
I was able to find someone who told me they saw a group of shady-looking people. And the place they saw them was near the former royal palace.
The former palace? Noblest territory.
So it looks like your theory about the noblest possibly being involved might not be too far off. I figured I'd start looking into that right now to see what else I can find.
Sounds good. Just be careful not to get in any trouble.
I know. And you're gonna give me a nice big reward for all this work I'm doing, right?
Okay, Momo. I'll think about it.
Alrighty then. Off I go!
A reward, huh? I do ask a lot of her pretty often. Maybe I should get something nice for her.
I'm sad that I have to leave this world so soon. It feels like I barely just arrived. It's really nice.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying yourself.
It may be the only chance I'll have to visit another world, so yeah. Since we know how to send me back home, are you sure I can't stay longer?
Come on, I can't let you do—
a street vendor! Let's take a look! You made these items by hand?
Yeah, we also have the pretty fabrics that Garm is famous for. You could get something pre-made, but why not make something yourself?
But I'm pretty bad at making stuff with my hands, though. What should I do?
Maybe I could make something.
Really?
There, all done. Not half bad.
Wow, Menno. That second one you made wouldn't happen to be a gift for me now, would it?
Well, it's not.
Huh? What?
They're a gift for a young priestess I know. She's always sticking her neck out for me, so I— Akari?
Typical Menno. Oblivious to the problem. I know it's not on purpose, but still.
Don't tell me. You're upset again?
Well, yeah! Here I am about to leave forever, and you don't even think to get me anything.
Okay, fine. Let me see this for a sec.
Huh?
Here, all finished. Yep, you're adorable.
Wow! That's another thing I like about you. You have amazing taste.
Huh?
Thank you so much, Menno.
Of course, it's no problem. I just knew it'd be perfect for a ditzy flowerhead such as yourself.
Hold on. Why do I get the feeling you're trying to insult me again?
Hello there, Miss Menno. And you too, Miss Akari Tokito. We've been expecting the two of you.
I appreciate you coming out to greet us.
Let's not wait any longer. please come along with me.
Of course! Thank you again for helping me out.
Oh, wow. Looks like a hidden passageway. Nice find. Sometimes I impress myself. Something's really off about this place. What's with these walls? They look like they're made out of some kind of ritual material. Why is that?
Well, well, if it isn't the adorable Momo. It's fancy running into you here. It seems we're destined to meet.
Bite your tongue and die, you pompous bitch.
I do wonder, however, what business could you possibly have here? It's not a typical place to find a priestess.
Well, you see, the church asked me to run an errand in exchange for pilgrimage funds. But I doubt a little princess like you would understand actually having to work for things.
What was that? Little princess sounds absolutely adorable. Feel free to call me Little Ashna from now on. I like it.
Ew, gross.
I thought I sensed something going on as soon as I arrived to the formal royal palace. It felt as though the knights here may have been trying to hide something from me.
What else would you expect from Nobliss?
Quite the biting remark. Anyway, I was able to sneak away into the heavily guarded area beneath the palace, and that's when I happened to find you here.
Yeah? This little princess is more intuitive than I gave her credit for.
So, exactly what kind of errand did they send you on? It's possible the two of us may be able to help each other out.
Well, that's a stupid idea. Why would I ever want to help someone like you out? Also, stop following me. It's creepy. Hey, what's wrong with you? You want to die or something?
Well, you keep neglecting me.
You're crazy.
It seems I was right. Those ribbons are your weakness. They were the first things you protected back on the train. Do they hold some sentimental value to you? Could they possibly be a gift from someone important?
A girl should have a keen sense of style. Master told me that. You look cute. Thank you. I know. You really don't know how to read a room, do you, little princess? Your family ever tell you that before?
It would have been nice to have a family who could tell me things like that.
Boo-hoo, my family wasn't that close. I don't care.
All right, here we are.
This place was always here? How did I not know this?
Now then, Miss Akari, you will need to sit on that altar.
Right. It's okay.
Is this it? Is this really the last time we'll see each other?
That's right. Unfortunately.
I wanted to be able to spend a lot more time with you, Menno.
I feel exactly the same. I do. But still, we both know this world isn't where you belong. You'll be fine. There's nothing you need to worry about. Even if she experiences pain, I'm sure it will only be for a moment.
Thanks a lot for everything. I guess it's time.
Yeah, looks like it. Bye, Akari.
What's this?
Looks like a secret ritual site. Huh.
I think you're right.
Seems like the two of you have become good friends.
Yes. At least that's how I acted towards her.
Ah, I imagine this must be hard for you.
I've killed so many before her. She should be no different from the others. At least, that's what I thought. Master Flare would never feel conflicted like this.
You shouldn't be comparing yourself to your teacher, Minnow. Flair was the type to go against the grain and defy the conventional way of viewing things. But I want you to know you exist in this world for a reason, and you have your own role to fulfill. I hope understanding that will put your worries at ease.
Yes, I appreciate your wisdom. My role in this very moment is to see Akari's death through to the end.
Statues in the cardinal directions and overlapping pentagrams. There's no doubt this is definitely a teleportation test site. And considering we found this place right under the former palace...
There can be no other conclusion than the fact that the Noblists were involved in heresy. And it's possible my father may have used this location well in preparation for summoning those other worlders here.
Well, that could be true. But to be honest, I'm amazed they reproduced this so well, since it requires knowledge that's exclusive to the Faust. How'd they do this?
You seem to be putting a lot of faith in your own people, Momo.
Huh?
So the church really just sent you on an errand? Honestly, I assumed you were performing an internal investigation.
Really? Just what are you implying?
You said it yourself. The Noblists definitely don't have the knowledge required to build a ritual site such as this. I should know that better than anyone, considering I'm one of them. So, who has that knowledge again?
Huh?
All right. Didn't you say the Faust? It appears the Noblist and the Faust are conspiring together. The former palace and cathedral are right next to each other. The groups must have convened in this underground passageway. But also, this is too major for any normal priestess. So, who do you think could orchestrate this?
You don't mean... I'm being blocked!
Communication magecraft. That's exclusive to the Faust, is it not? Are you trying to reach someone on the outside?
Could you shut your trap for 1 second?
Let's try this!
I'm connected! Minnow, be careful! You need to watch out for her!
Well then, looks like it's time.
Indeed. Farewell. Momo?
You look concerned. Is there something the matter, Miss Minnow?
Archbishop.
So she bypassed the communication barrier. I was hoping the investigation would keep the two of you separated, but it appears I underestimated her. Well, not a problem. I'll dispose of you both.
Those are the 3 primary color gems!
Minnow! Akari, get out of here!
My scripture! All right.
Minnow! What's going on?
Was that from the cathedral?
Minnow!
Wait! Momo! It figures. Of course they'd have a trap prepared. I knew it'd be too easy for us to just walk out of here. A dragon form Atma and a summoned demon. Well, Momo, it seems we'll have to help each other out with this one.
I can't even express how much it pisses me off, but you're right. Just once!
What is this? The young women who went missing. Red material. And the summoning of other worlders in the royal capital. So the one behind everything was... Apparently I still have much to improve upon, considering I was easily fooled by your false kindness.
Don't feel so discouraged. Over the years, one simply tends to develop more underhanded ways of manipulating the youth around them. You appear to be quite level-headed and capable for someone of your age, but I must say you have yet to become nearly as vigilant as your master.
I'm sorry if that disappoints you.
Can you hear me? Menno!
What exactly is your reason for doing all of this? You've lived your whole life in service to the church and even became archbishop. So why?
Of course, I don't expect you of all people to understand. All you've ever done is kill. When everyone expects you to help them, you'll eventually resent and loathe their pleas. Help me, please help. Why are you not doing everything you can to aid us? We demand more. Those ceaseless yearning voices never seem to leave me alone. But no one seems interested in helping me.
She created a protective barrier.
Buying time by hearing me ramble. Did you think that little aid of yours might catch up and help you out? My apologies, but that won't happen. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. You wanted to know why I would do all this. You see, my lower back has been aching something terrible lately, and has been getting worse. It's gotten so bad, I can hardly get up in the morning. In my old age, I've come to realize I'm not in any way holy. I'm just an ordinary person who had the time and energy to help others throughout my life. So who can blame me? Is it wrong for me to ask in return for the years of service I've given? I deserve to make use of that girl's pure concept, to finally get back my wasted youth.
You're saying this whole time your real objective was to use Akari's time regression?
Get your hands off me!
Quiet, Otherworlder! Stay still and this will be over quickly. All right, begin!
The timing couldn't have been more perfect. My experiments using young women were starting to hit a bit of a dead end for me. I gave the noblest the means to summon Otherworlders in exchange for them turning a blind eye to what I was doing here. But who could have predicted that that would be what helped me in the end? I must admit, I never expected Princess Ashina to come all the way here. I guess that doesn't really matter, though. I've contained the girl and her pure concept is at my disposal. So all's well that ends well.
I see now. It makes sense that someone like you who's getting older and decrepit would end up having the desire to use Akari's time regression. But even with your phenomenal skill in magecraft, something as powerful as a pure concept isn't something you'll be able to manipulate at will.
Of course, Miss Minnow. That's why we have this ceremonial hall.
What?
I suppose there's no harm in telling you, but it was originally a test site used for the purpose of erasing personalities.
Erasing personalities?
In other words, it's a place for completely blanching a person's mind and soul. When you wipe an Otherworlder's mind, all that's left is their pure concept, which is then available to use as you wish. We were able to source a fragment of white from the star husk in the northern continent to make this place. Not even an Otherworlder would be able to resist its power to blanch everything out.
Akari!
There's no need to worry. In order to use her pure concept effectively, you're the perfect magecraft material. So I'll use both of you. You can stay together. The only reason I waited 10 years was because I still needed you to grow and become a proper catalyst for my needs. However, I don't expect you'll comply without putting up a fight, so...
It's a red Automa, but this one looks like it's an angel form.
Perhaps I'm going overboard with this since you've lost your scripture. So, I'll just have it go a little easy on you.
Utilizing Otherworlders is strictly forbidden. Using the human body as material is also forbidden. Since you have committed crimes on both counts, you must die.
So you're to be Flair's successor, huh? You truly have become a lot like her. Well, considering the blank slate you once were. I've been waiting to see what you'd become over the course of these past 10 years. All the while conducting repeated experiments on completely erasing personalities. Oh yes. I happen to recall one time I went too far and blanched part of the pure concept itself. It was quite the disaster. But I'm sure you know all about that. I'm speaking about the time an Otherworlder's power became a makeshift wipe and wiped out an entire town. And the only one who suspected me was that newfound master of yours, Flair.
So then, that was you?
Does this come as a surprise? You were a poor young girl who failed to meet your hometown's fate.
Hey, Momo! Do you have any idea what this thing is or how to kill it?
No idea. I assume it might have something to do with original sin. But if you're having trouble beating it, just let it kill you. Time's running short. I have to hurry up and get to Minnow.
Don't worry, Otherworlder. Soon you'll forget everything.
No. I don't want to forget. Meadow! This place is... Right. This is the cathedral in Garm.
You little...
I got a present from Menno this time. Aw. I'm glad. Sometimes I don't get any gift from her at all.
Hey, stay right there! Do you want me to hurt you more?
Looks like it's time to resist. Sorry about that, but I have no intention of going with anyone other than Menno. More importantly, Menno is the only person I would ever allow to kill me. No good. Guess it's still moving. No matter how many times I try, I can't stop that thing. Wonder why that is. Things are better this time. At least I don't have to rewind things like I did back on the train. Perhaps the best scenario here is to have that one girl wreak havoc. Am I being too mean? Then again, I hate that she has those ribbons. Momo, I'm sorry. Okay, time to do my thing again. It's okay. I'll leave a sense of déjà vu like always. Also, my unwavering love for Menno, of course. There's nothing to be afraid of. Huh? Wasn't I in a really bad situation just now? Well, whatever. I guess I escaped.
What a pain. This is getting nowhere.
What's this? If that's all you got, then my barrier's more than enough for this pathetic flame.
Did that kill her?
They're gone. You took them. I swear I protected them. I failed. This isn't fair. I won't have it. I won't have it. They were a gift from her. My minnow means the world to me. Nothing could be more precious. I'll kill you. You left me no choice. This is all your fault.
Wait, could this be? You can't! Not the earthen vein! The entire castle will crumble on her head!
Shut up, princess! Just die! I hate you all, except for Minnow! She's the only one that means anything to me! I swear on my life, you'll pay for this! You all will! Everyone in the world besides Minnow can just die!
That's quite the impressive display, Momo! Perhaps I shouldn't have been holding myself back down there. It appears this castle was a den of corruption anyway. Time to bring out my full strength! I believe you guards should step aside. I can't promise you won't get hurt. Now then, demon. Surely even you will perish once reduced to nothing. Slashing through such a symbol of history is exhilarating.
You're not being very aggressive, Miss Minnow. You've gotten quite adept at controlling your ether. However, it appears you don't have much of it to spare. What do you plan to do when you eventually run out?
She separated me from Minnow and made these stupid things attack me. Because of all that, will make her suffer! I'll kill her!
The barrier's broken?
You know, if there's one thing in this world I can brag about, it'd be my aide. She's the most competent person you'll—
Minnow! I'm so glad you're safe! Huh? I'm glad! I'd be devastated if you weren't okay! Akari, you idiot! Why are you here? Huh? Why are you angry at me all of a sudden?
Because I clearly told you to run away!
I couldn't leave you behind!
How did that girl escape the hall?
Just shut up! What's going on, Minnow? I can't see anything! Huh? Is it just me, or does it sound like someone is crying? Oh no!
Is the building exploding?
The girl does seem competent, with plenty of ether in her as well. But if she keeps this up, I doubt she'll be able to last much longer. I'll go ahead and finish taking care of you, Miss Menno.
Seriously, Akari, why would you come here when you know it's going to be dangerous?
Well, because there isn't a single place in this world I can think of that's safer than being at your side.
You're such an idiot. But it's okay. I just thought of something.
Huh?
You and your diversions. Flair really has rubbed off on you. Did you intend to use the dregs of red with your paltry amount of ether? How predictable.
Really? Did you predict this?
Whew. Can't let my guard down for a second, can I? Seems I underestimated just how pesky you are. Flair? But how? I don't believe it. So you were disguised as Menno this entire time to get close to me?
Not quite, but you got one thing right. I do love diversions.
Oh, what?
Etheric camouflage.
Akari, I need to borrow your ether. There's nothing left to protect you now.
I guess being Archbishop paid off. The magecraft built into this cathedral protected me.
The automatic system made to guard dignitaries.
You were so close, but it wasn't enough. Now to truly finish you off.
I've run out of options, except the most dangerous one of all. The one I've been trying to avoid at all costs. Her ether alone won't be enough. I need to use her pure concept itself, and dive deep into her consciousness to do so, even though it's strictly forbidden. I have no choice!
Menno?
It's swallowing me in.
Where am I?
When is this? I failed to become the villain I was supposed to be. A part of me never stopped longing to be a priestess who is simply pure, just, and powerful. Even though my life has only ever had meaning on this dark red path I've followed. If I were to die right this moment, would I finally be able to go to that classroom?
Don't worry. No matter what happens, no matter what anyone does, no matter what time it happens to be, I'll always be your best friend, Menno.
What was that? You're right. Thank you for that, Akari.